the crow with knife burn is going crazy, man. We're starting to see a lot of the supply of crow with knife call gang getting burned across multiple blockchains. So we're going to talk about that, man. We're going to talk about this new thing that Crow with Knife has done as far as being able to bridge over to other blockchains and the price. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. And don't forget, if you haven't already, use my link to sign up with crypto.com. We both start earning money, and you can also buy Crow with Knife on crypto.com. So use that link in the description. Let's get into it, man. Let's talk about it. Where we at with price today? So, man, I am looking at Crow with Knife, the second hottest project on the Chronos blockchain at this moment in time. Now we can see it's coming in at $553 worth of volume, so 150k worth of volume in the past 24 hours. And like I said, Chronos is one of those blockchains that really was a last runner in the previous bull market. We saw Crow didn't really take off until December, November of 2021, and then going into 2022, that's when we all saw the projects that was built on the Chronos blockchain explode. So I do think, we might see something similar around these times. The entire crypto market is distressed at this moment in time, so I'm not really too worried about what price action is doing, because Crow and Knife is really expanding their footprint across different blockchains, and that's a beautiful thing, especially since we know that sometimes things more blockchains move faster than others or have more volume than others. And I think with Crow and I being exposed to all of the high volume blockchains, I do think it gets more exposure. Now we do think the narrative will continue to stay as far as Crow and Knife being the #1 meme coin on the Chronos blockchain. I do think that narrative is still valid and will continue to be valid as we go on throughout the bull market. Now we can see currently it's $18 million market cap, 18.5 million, up 11% in the past 24 hours. And we can see if we go back to February 19th, we were once upon a time at 15 million. So that would have been one of the good times to buy. But still, at $18 million market cap, I do believe call is super undervalued, because if we go back to November after the election, we went up to a $50 million market cap. So I do think we can easily go back up to there, and we can also easily go back up to the previous all-time highs at $100 million market cap. But we just got to be patient, man, because the entire market is still down. Now, one thing I do like to see as far as holders, 10.9k holders, we almost at 11k holders on the Chronos blockchain. And I do think that's around 21,000 holders across the different blockchains. I haven't really checked into that as of recently, but I know that the holder count is growing on Chronos. Now, we still got $2 million in liquidity, 744 transactions, more buys than sales, but it is more sellers in the market, but the buyers are absolutely taking over, trying to push up that price. And like I said, man, we do have that potential to go back up to previous all-time highs, but I also think we have potential to hit $1 billion market cap from here, because so far it hasn't really been actual Chronos blockchain meme coin that hit a million or $1 billion market cap. Yes, we see some of the projects that that the Chronos team put out has hit $1 billion, and they're not even some, just one, honestly, but we haven't seen a community driven project hit $1 billion as far as meme coins go. And I do think that is possible. I do think once we hit the full-on bull market, once everything is stopped being distressed, we will see that. Now let's get to some of the good stuff, man. Like I said, Crow with Knife is absolutely doing what they need to do. So they said we are the first project on Chronos to use the layer 0 core OFT protocol, so you can bridge call from any to any chain, including Solana and Chronos. Single transaction on source chain required to complete the bridging process. New soul token called 777. Cheap, fast, secure, and future-proof, widely used on the cross-chain ecosystem. Each bridge will burn 7.77% of the bridge call amount. So this is very, very huge, man. Like I said, call is getting taken out of circulation, making it even more scarce. And then some other thing that I really saw that caught my attention. They just did an update, another day of call burning, total 1.36 of supply call burnt across chains. We see 94% of it is on Chronos. Then we got Base, Arbitrum, Solana, Polygon, and BNB. So a lot of it is being burned on the Chronos blockchain. 1.36 of the supply has been burned already, and we are just getting started, man. I do think they will start to bridge over even more call as it becomes more popular. We know these different decentralized exchanges, they offer yields, and I do think if CRO becomes, or if call becomes popular, then people will start naturally trading them and, you know, getting and locking their call up on these decentralized exchanges, so they can, you know, get some yield by participating in liquidity pools. So this is something, man. This is the total supply is 777 trillion tokens. We already burned 1% of the supply, and this was just in a couple of days. Not even a couple of days. This was maybe, yeah, it was about 2 days. I think they announced it 2 days ago. So this super bullish, saying 1% burned already, and I do think we will burn even more once we hit that full-on bull market. So, man, like I said, Crow with Knife is positioned to be a $1 billion meme coin on the Chronos blockchain. The holder count continues to increase. The burn supply is continuously, we already burned, you know, 1%, 1.36% of the total supply just in a couple of days. So think about, you know, moving forward, how much of the supply will be burned, and that is going to be super big. So I do think call is super undervalued even at this time in the market. We know it's a lot of macro things going on. We know that the crypto space is down. We lost $110 billion in one single day, but that's okay because they are trying to flush retail out. If you look at the bigger picture, we see although prices are down, money managers are still creating, you know, Bitcoin ETFs, but not only that, altcoin ETFs as well. And I do think meme coin ETFs will be a thing because they see that retail is interested in it, and it's not like your typical asset class. Crypto is a different and a new asset class that people are still trying to understand. So all these money managers are trying to figure out and see like how can they, you know, make some type of trading fees out these things. And we see bigger institutions coming in trying to be market makers and things like that. So all the narratives is pointing in the right direction for the crypto space. We are distressed at this time in the market, but the bigger picture is pointing to a bullish 2025 going into 2026, and Crow with Knife is lining itself up to be that #1 meme coin on the Chronos blockchain. So Crypto Show, that's my video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Discord coming soon, man, so stay tuned. I will put a link in the description, and if you haven't already signed up with crypto.com, use that link, my crypto.com link. We both start making money when you start trading, and call is available on crypto.com to buy, so you can instantly buy call in there, and we both make some money together. So Crypto Show, I'm out of here.